of information for you is that as we head eastwards, we will be advancing the clocks on lots of the days, and we're having the first leap forward of 1 hour right now. So all of a sudden it has become 4 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. That has good news with it, ladies and gentlemen, because it means that all the dining rooms are open for lunch. So at noon today, our position, latitude 40 degrees and 50 minutes north, and a longitude 67 degrees and 21 minutes west. And that position places us some 120 miles to the southeast of Nantucket Island in Massachusetts. So yesterday afternoon we sailed out from New York, one of the great sailorways in the world, and we were fortunate to have an escort from one of the historic New York fire tugs or fire boats there, spraying water with us as we set out. And so we saluted them with our whistles as we then headed down the harbour and out and under Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. Pilot disembarked around 6:45 yesterday evening, and we then headed east out into the North Atlantic. Around 6:30 this morning we started to bring the course up a little bit more to the north, so the east-northeast, and then further this afternoon we will be going northeast as we skirt round the south side of George's Bank and then line up towards Nova Scotia. So we're skirting George's Bank at the moment. That's a large elevated area of the seafloor which lies between Cape Cod in Massachusetts and Cape Sable on the western end of Nova Scotia, and George's Bank separates the Gulf of Maine from the Atlantic Ocean. It's one of the great Atlantic fishing banks, and we'll now be, having skirted George's Bank, we're then going to be crossing Corsair Canyon and then crossing also the Fundian Channel, and those two separate George's Bank from the mainland of Nova Scotia. If you then continued up the Fundian Channel, you can run all the way up to the Bay of Fundy. And the Bay of Fundy is a bay on the Atlantic coast of North America. It's at the northeast end of the Gulf of Maine and lies between the Canadian provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. A little bit of it touches the United States state of Maine. Origin of the name Fundy is either a corruption of the French word fondu, meaning split, or others believe it comes from the Portuguese funda, meaning deep. And the Bay of Fundy is known for having one of the highest tidal ranges in the world, rivalled by Ungava Bay in northern Quebec, King Sound in Western Australia, the Gulf of Khumbat in India, and indeed the Severn estuary in the UK. It has one of the highest tidal ranges in the world, up to around 8 metres or 25 feet between high and low water. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we continue. Glorious day, lovely sunshine, light winds, and we're going to go and find ourselves off the south side of Nova Scotia, approaching Halifax tomorrow morning around 6:30 to board our pilot, and then going up into Halifax harbour and going alongside for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pass you over to one of our deck cadets, Sean Gould now. He'll tell you how fast we're going and how far we've steamed since we left New York.
Thank you, Captain. Since departure from New York until noon today, Queen Mary 2 has steamed a total distance of 321 nautical miles at an average speed of 18 knots. This leaves a further distance of 296 nautical miles left the Halifax pilot station in Nova Scotia. The ship's heading is 071 degrees and our current speed is 17 knots. The depth under the keel is 90 metres or 295 feet, and the sea temperature is currently 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather at present, we've got clear skies with a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds from the south up to force 5, which is a fresh breeze on the Beaufort scale, which is around 17 to 20 knots. Moving into tonight and tomorrow, temperatures should remain fairly steady throughout the day as we continue on our northeasterly course, reaching up to 23 degrees Celsius or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The winds from the southwest will gust up to about 15 knots. Our current forecast for Halifax is mostly cloudy, with possible showers throughout the day, and a high of 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you all have a wonderful afternoon at sea on board the Queen Mary 2. I will now pass you on to our German hostess, Anita.